Okay, here's all of my information. This is level 2. Once again, free. We're doing unit 10 on free time. This is for Monday, June the 15th, and this is our second part. Don't forget, I'm going to remind you again, don't forget that if you want to be able to attend next semester, you need to go ahead and register, because Wednesday is the last day of this semester. Then we have 2 weeks off. Okay, so if you want to, we'll be starting back over with Unit 1. So if you want to attend the class and get credit, you need to go ahead and register. Okay, so we're going to go. Oh, I'm going to pause. Okay, sorry about that. Let's start with our workbook. This is the one that we use for homework. And we're going to be doing pages 122 and 123. Okay, so if you haven't completed those, go ahead and at least get started on the first part and then come back and we can check it together. Because we've done this before in class where I've given you like index cards and you have to arrange the words to make sentences. So that's the same thing here. It's just, obviously you just have to write it. So number 1 says, for the 4 interesting you thank you book me gave. So if you rearrange those words, you can make the sentence, thank you for the interesting book you gave me. So let's do number 2 together. Let's see. We know it's going to start with I'm because it's capitalized. So I'm really excited about reading it. So we're talking about the book. Okay? And number, sorry, this is going to be number 3. We're going to use, thank you is going to start the sentence because we already know that it's the capital. For bringing, thank you. What do we, and we're just going to say for what? So they bringing what? Bringing what? Cake to our party. Okay. Nobody wants kale. Cake. Okay. Thank you for bringing cake to our party. Number 4. It's going to start with I because it's the capital. Really liked it a lot. Number 5. Thank you again. Thank you for what? For coming to my graduation party. Okay. Last one, number 6. Starts with I. I what? Hope you what? Had a good time. All right, so there's the answers. Go ahead and make corrections because you're going to need correct sentences on these because you're going to use these answers to fill in the thank you note at the bottom. Okay, so go ahead and make corrections and let's do the thank you note together. So the thank you note was written on June 15th, 2018, right? And then we're going to tab over and we're going to say, Dear Erica. And then we're going to tab. We're going to do an indent here. And we're going to use the first sentence. Thank you for the interesting book you gave me. So he's thanking her for the book and why he liked it. he says in the second sentence, I'm really excited about reading it. Okay, it looks really good. Okay, so we're going to tab over and say also, because this is another thought, thank you. So we thanked it for the book. Now we're going to thank her for what? Bringing the cake. For the cake to our party. And then we're going to say why he liked it. I really liked it a lot. Why? Chocolate is my favorite kind of cake. Now, so she brought a book and we thanked her for the book. She brought the cake. We thanked her for the cake. Now we're going to say thank you for coming. I hope you had a good time. I had a very good time. Exclamation mark. And I hope to see you soon. Okay, let me scroll up so you can see the rest of that. And then we're going to type over, and then she says sincerely. So that's another way we can end a note, right? Or he says sincerely, Joe. Okay, so dear Erica, thank you for the interesting book you gave me. I am really excited about reading it. It looks really good. Also, thank you for bringing the cake to our party. I really liked it a lot. Chocolate is my favorite kind of cake. That should be also an exclamation mark. Thank you for coming to my graduation party. I hope you had a good time. I had a very good time. I hope to see you soon. Sincerely, Joe. So we use the sentences from the first one to fill in that. So you can also take time to read that out loud for practice. But what I want you to do is go ahead and stop the video and do part 3. And it's questions about the thank you note. But also, just like we do in the student book, I want you to use complete sentences. So when you write the answer, write the whole answer. And then come back and we can check it together. Okay, so you should have stopped the video and completed part 3. Now we can go over it together. Okay. It said number 1 says, whose party was it? It was Joe's party, right? So number 2, it says, when did Joe write the thank you note? You can say he, or you can say Joe wrote the thank you note on June 15th, right? 2018. Okay, because that's the day at the top of the note. Okay. Number 3. Who did Joe write the thank you note to? So the person that it's to is going to be in the line that says dear so and whoever's name. So you can say he or you can say Joe wrote the note to Erica, because it says, you see it says dear Erica, so we know that Erica is the one getting the note. Number 4, what did Erica give Joe? So what was her gift? What was he thanking her for? So Erica gave Joe a book because he was thanking her for a book. He said it looked interesting. Number 5, what did Erica bring to the party? Well, she brought the book as a gift, but she brought something else. Erica brought a cake to the party. Yep, she brought a cake. And last one, number 6. Why did Joe like the cake? Joe liked the cake because it was chocolate, which is his favorite kind of cake. Okay, so there's your answers to part 3. You're welcome to stop the video and make any corrections. Let's go ahead and once you're done with that, go ahead and restart the video, and then we'll continue on with part 4. Now part 4 has some vocabulary there, so let's do, I'm going to say and you can repeat after me. Chocolates, chocolates. Dan, Dan. Favorite, favorite. Hope, hope. Thank you, thank you. Valentine's Day, Valentine's Day. So let's read below it. It tells a little bit about what's happening. It says, Dan visited Leanne on Valentine's Day. He gave Leanne a box of chocolates. They were Leanne's favorite kind of candy. She wrote him a note 2 days later. Okay, so go ahead and stop the video, take the words from the word bank and fill in the note, and we can go over it together. Okay, so we see the date on that is February the 16th because it was written 2 days after Valentine's Day. So Valentine's Day is always February the 14th. So 14, 15, 16, right? And then we're going to say, Dear Dan, right? Because he was the one that gave the gifts, and she's writing him a thank you. So Dear Dan. And then we're going to see the indent, and she's saying thank you for the chocolates. You gave me for Valentine's Day. They were delicious. Exclamation mark. They are my favorite kind. I'm going to tab over. Thank you for the indent so much because we thanked him for the chocolates. Now we're going to thank him for visiting. Sincerely, Leanne. Okay. Dear Dan, thank you for the chocolates you gave me for Valentine's Day. They were delicious. They are my favorite kind. Thank you so much for visiting me on Valentine's Day. I hope you had fun. Sincerely, Leanne. Right? So if we had to go back, number 1 was Dan. Why was it? There we go. Number 2 was chocolates. Number 3 is Valentine's Day. Number 4 is favorite. Number 5 would have been thank you. And number 6 would have been hope. Okay, so now you can correct anything that you need to on that. So who wrote the thank you note? Who wrote the thank you note? It was Leanne. Leanne wrote the thank you note, right? Who did she write the thank you note to? Who did Leanne write the thank you note to? Dan, right? When was the thank you note written? When was the thank you note written? February 16th, 2018, right? And what did Dan buy her? She's thanking him for some chocolates that he got her for Valentine's Day. So Dan got Leanne some chocolates for Valentine's Day. And then she thanked him for visiting her. Okay, so that concludes part 2 of June the 15th. So I hope to see you back here for part 3. Don't forget to leave your name in the comments section to get credit. And don't forget to look at your messages so you can find the information about registering for class.